What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Disciples of the Boom. Everybody, your man Bad News, Mr. 1985 Uptown Finest. Got my man Cousin Cash in the house. He here, but y'all can't see him right now. What up, Cash?
What's the deal, baby? What's going on with you?
Ain't shit, man. What's going on? So we're gonna jump right into it. What you think about that Michael Jackson biopic, man? Everybody chopping that joint up. What you think about it?
You come off with the big guns, huh? You just came
Yeah,
off
man.
shooting.
I'm
All right.
I'm cutting.
I'm torn.
I'm torn. Why is that?
I'm torn because I feel like the acting as Michael, I could appreciate that. I think he did a really great job being Michael.
Okay.
But I also think the makeup would also make him a great standout to be the young version of Abu for the Quickie Chronicles, because he didn't look like Michael Jackson. He looked like an Indian man pretending to be Michael Jackson. He looked like AI fucked up and made him Michael Jackson. like you put in Michael Jackson, but AI said, I can't for copyright reasons. So here's somebody named Michael Jackson.
Yo.
He didn't look like Mike
crazy
to me. I think they did way too much to him. And I feel like the less makeup, the better. Because there was times where I seen flashes of all right, he looked like he resembled Mike, or he looked like Mike, but he just did not look like Michael Jackson, man. And that kind of threw me off, because I feel like it was so much talent out there in the world where they could have looked like. I mean, it's that day of the AI. They could have did an AI face on Jafar body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they just did that with Val Kilmer. They did that with Paul Walker. I feel like they could have did that. You know what I'm saying? And then I also feel like the story for who Michael Jackson was, the story was very short. Like the story was short. Like the script was trash.
So I'm gonna go see it. So, but where did they start from? What focal point did they start from in his life when he was little?
All right. So look, first and foremost, have you ever seen the Jacksons, The American Dream?
Yeah, of course.
Remember back in the night? Okay, that was a better biopic of Michael than this one.
Wow.
Because that caught the origins of when Joe met Catherine, when they had kids. Then it caught Michael, Tito getting his ass whooped. It's like, all right, we knew all of that, but when they got to Michael, they literally started Michael. He had already was in the group as a singer. The damn song they had the young boy singing, he was completely flat in the song, and so it was like the way they depicted Michael getting his ass whooped for being perfect. I would have whooped his ass for singing the way he was singing in the beginning. Like when you see it, you're gonna see what I mean. Okay. And so it kind of just pick up from there. Then it was so many. I see why Paris was like, yo, it's a lot of lies. Janet Jackson said it was a lot of lies. Like, for instance, how they got discovered. There's a Rebe Jackson, right? We know there's Toya and there's Janet. I understand why Janet wasn't in the movie, but why the hell wasn't Rebe mentioned in the movie? So they literally was like showing scenes where you seen Toya and you seen the boys. But if you depending on how old you are, the discrepancies between Jermaine and Toya as far as like them wanting to be standouts and be in Michael's position in the family. And this movie kind of like low-key Easter egg that. Like you could see Toya, you know what I'm saying? You've seen Toya, you've seen Jermaine, and then it was just like a lot of shit that Michael and Jermaine was going through that we seen publicly, and we knew as fans that they did not mention, but that makes sense because Jafar was playing his uncle and Jermaine's son. You see what I'm saying? So it starts off with Michael practicing with the boys, and then it shows Michael getting his ass whooped. So they show
I seen that part. I seen Joe bodying him. I seen that.
Yeah, they show that. And then it moves on to, some of the things that we've seen. Like, like the critics wanted. I'm gonna tell you, the critics was frying it, saying they ain't show enough of Michael's turmoil. But the reality to it is, yeah. But the reality to it is, like, then when the man was alive, his whole life was a movie. So we saw the turmoil. We didn't need to be reminded of the turmoil, right?
Right.
But I feel like the critics, if they would have worded it like this, okay, we see like seeing Mike grow, and that's why I mentioned the Jacksons, the American Dream, is because you seen Mike growing. You seen before he turned into Jason Weaver's version of Michael Jackson, before he turned into Wally, rest in peace, Wally, which is to me the best Michael Jackson impersonator we probably ever had, especially in that era. But you've seen him turn into that. And like the sad part about it is it really was like one song was Michael Jackson when he was a baby, one song Michael Jackson was a teenager, and then it was 80s Mike. And that was that. And then it stopped at the bad Mike. You went out, bro. I can't hear you.
I said it moved that fast?
Oh, I can't hear you at all. Hold on. All right, there you go. That's me. Go ahead.
I said it moved that fast in that time frame?
Yo, so the movie's about like an hour and 45 minutes, between 45 and 54 minutes. And it don't seem like it's a 2-hour movie, but I'm talking Moonwalker to me was a better told story. And Moonwalker was literally like a bunch of Mike's songs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the Jackson, for anybody young that's watching this that don't know about the Jacksons, the American Dream, that's what you want to go watch. And then it makes this movie kind of make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was it's so many. The Thriller documentary when Thriller turned 40 was a better layout of that version of Mike than this. They really just Jafar danced and he sang, but it's like you've seen some moments where like Joe pressed Mike. We know that Mike fired Joe Jackson with the current the head of his current estate now has been with Mike since then, and so he fired Joe. We know that Joe came backstage and during the Motown 25 was like, "Yeah, my boys are gonna do this." We know Joe linked with Don King to make the Victory Tour happen, and we know that Michael basically fired his brothers and everybody on a Victory Tour in Los Angeles. But it didn't.
They show all that? They show all that.
They do. They do. But it didn't cornerstone. Like, again, man, I'm a supporter. I think it's #1 in the world. The movie went #1 in the world, but it didn't go #1 in the movie because it was in the world because it was a phenomenal movie. It went #1 in the world because everybody wanted to see Mike. And then, had we known what the script was going to be, I think that shit probably would have. I think the Mike supporters would have supported it, which pretty much is the world, I guess, essentially. But I mean, but I'm gonna just say, you know how some movies is like smash box office hits and everything. Like this is the one time I think the critics had a valid argument. I don't think that it should have highlighted any of the child molestation case, especially since in the Epstein files it talk about Mike was saving the kids.
Right.
Like, I don't think that gets enough public publicity at all. Like, yo, they found that in the Epstein files that Michael Jackson was protecting the fucking kids.
It's not going to get no publicity because they want to tarnish his legacy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do.
Well, apparently that's why.
Yeah.
Apparently that's why. Now, they did leave room. Now, I do see why they finished the movie the way they did because there is going to be a sequel to Mike.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's going to be a sequel. So, yeah.
But so I get it, but bro, like, it's like, it's too many dope ass stories. Like it showed how Beat It came about. It showed where he got the idea from Thriller. But essentially, it showed why Mike wore one glove.
Okay.
It showed Mike's head getting burnt up.
In a Pepsi commercial.
In a Pepsi commercial, yeah, man. That you know, that Joe pushed for. Mm-hmm. And basically, basically Joe Jackson was like, how can he how soon can he get out there and perform? They was like, yo, he could have died tonight. He like, I know that, but my son's stage is home. So, Joe Jackson is always a complicated situation because it's like, do you get mad at a father being a father, or like what are we really looking at? You know what I'm saying? What we talking about? But other than that, bro, out of 10, that shit earned a 6 for me.
I gotta go see that joint, man. I talked to a lot of people that seen it. Some people said they enjoyed it. Some people said they didn't enjoy it. As you said, some people said that the boy didn't look like Michael Jackson. He was overcompensating for the looks of Michael Jackson. It's like look like you said, like an Indian. So I really gotta go check the joint out and look at it for myself.
Bro, when you see it, you can be like, yo, is this Michael Jackson or the origin story of Abu?
From fucking Jungle Book?
No, from the Simpsons.
You talking about Abu from the Simpsons? You talking about the boy with the turban on the head?
Yo, listen, man.
Yo,
the over. Yes, so the overcompensation is real. I'll tell you that right now. So now, bro, I don't think. I think that he would have looked more like Mike if they would have did less makeup.
Yeah, I heard they did a lot of makeup on the board to try to make him look like Michael Jackson.
That's what I believe. I believe they would, if he would have did less makeup, he'd have looked like Mike.
So did they cover? Did they get to the Neverland Ranch and all that shit, or no?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said, did they ever get to? Did they get far as the Neverland Ranch, or did they get to that?
So yeah, 6 out of 10 for me, bro. And it sucks because I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. 6 out of 10, though, man. Like I feel like I feel like Paris Jackson got a better chance of being Prince in his biopic than Jafar's makeup.
The son that don't look like Michael Jackson, you talking about?
No, the daughter that could play Prince, but his nephew can't play him.
Oh, that is his daughter's name, Paris. Yo, the crazy part is I seen his kids, cuz I'm not buying that. How the fucking white kid is Michael Jackson's child, man? Sure.
Yo, so I believe in the artificial insemination. I believe that.
Yeah,
absolutely. But Mike told everybody that he artificially inseminated Debbie Rowe, and he married Debbie Rowe because he didn't want the kids to be bastards. But they didn't even sleep in the same bed. They didn't sleep in the same room or the same house, but he was on the premises. Benji, however, Benji, I think is his legal name, but Blanket,
Blanket
or
Blanket.
whatever, Blanket. Okay, whatever his name is. Blanket is definitely Mike's. Blanket is definitely Mike's, but Mike didn't fuck with nobody. Mike fucked with foreigners.
Yeah.
He fucked with foreigners.
Mike could have had anybody. Mike could have had
Trevor said the real question is why is his son named Blanket?
What's up, Shake? What's going on?
that is a real.
I don't know.
Question.
I don't know why. I don't know why. That's not Cash. I don't know why.
Oh shit.
Nah. I mean, why Mike named this child Blanket? I can't. Yeah. I never understood that. Yeah, that's a good question though.
You what's crazy is if I'm not mistaken, Blanket's real name is Prince.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm blood serious. If I'm not mistaken, hold on, give me a second. I let me confirm. If I'm not mistaken, Blanket's real name is Prince.
Prince. Hey, when you get back from your trip, how was your trip? You was over in Vietnam. How was it?
Yo, the dude name is Prince Michael Jackson II. And his current name is Benji. He did change his name to Benji Jackson.
So he dropped the Prince?
I wasn't tripping.
So he did drop
the Prince. He's still Prince Michael, but he calls himself Benji. And if you Google him right now, his Benji Jackson, formerly known as Blanket.
That's too fucking much, man. That's way too fucking much.
Prince Michael Jackson II.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of process with it. Yeah. So okay.
I'm working backwards to what I asked you. I said in the movie, did they get to the Neverland Ranch or they didn't get to that yet? That's gonna be in part 2.
They didn't get to that. So again, check this out. In the movie, the way they depicted it, Mike didn't leave home till like after Thriller. Like when he fired Joe Jackson and shit, he still lived with his parents.
Right.
And Joe was mad through the movie. Joe was holding on to the facts, the paper facts, like. And Joe told him, "You got a lot to learn about family." You know what I'm saying? But again, that's sad because ultimately that man's family has always used him as a bag. And it's like, the funny part about it is sometimes people get in a bag so much where they're so intelligent that they're stupid. Because if you didn't believe his family was exploiting them, and he was saying that in the movie, this movie right here proves it.
Right. It was great. Vietnam is amazing. I'm quite sure it is. I'm glad you had a good time.
It's Vietnam in the 70s.
I was talking to him earlier. I said it's not Saigon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's up. I'm glad you had a ball over there. I'm glad you had a good time. What'd you say, Cash?
It wasn't like in the 70s. That'd have been a different story.
Yeah. Ain't nobody. So when she first told me she was going to the joint, I was like, what's over there? But I'm thinking of the 70s with the army and the navy and them fighting and all that shit over there. But when, you know what I'm saying, she broke it down to me like it's peaceful over there.
Hey,
it's like a lot of stuff over there to go to and see.
I was about to say Vietnam these days is popping. Vietnam these days is popping.
Yeah, I seen some pictures. It looked beautiful over there. Her page look crazy. So yeah, shout out to she world traveler. She go over there and do her thing. She went over there and did her thing. So yeah. That shit look crazy. When she first told me about it, I couldn't even like fathom why would you go to Vietnam, but it's obviously different over there. It really is, because you know the images they show us. You know what I'm saying? With the war and all that shit. That's the first thing I thought about when she told me. So that's dope, though.
I don't know, man. I think the first thing I thought about was Denzel Washington sneaking back with the plane.
On what movie? Flight?
On a cocaine leaf.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so next subject. This whole Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson situation. Everybody talking about this shit. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So 2 questions for you. 2 questions. Okay. When you first seen it, did you think it would last? And secondly, who do you think was at fault? Even though it don't fucking matter either way, but who do you think was at fault?
When I first seen it, did I think it was last? Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to sound, I don't fuck. Listen, I think that Meg has mastered being a victim in the eyes of the industry. That's what I think, right?
Hold on 1 sec. When you finish playing local games, let me know. In my Latin voice, and I can show you the world. Say less.
Nah,
say less.
Hilarious. Local games. Yikes. Yikes.
That's the kind of shot she be taking. Say less.
Yo, guys, listen. Curry for 3. Yo, she hit that shit long distance, bro. Yeah. All right.
Go ahead.
Megan Thee Stallion. That's where he was. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna tell you, I think Meg's the fucking problem, man. And the internet don't want to hear it, but I think Meg's the problem. And I think that when you allow that type, when you are a toxic person, I think that no matter how good you want to do, you're always going to attract toxicity. I don't think it's ever going to leave her until she kind of like really fall back from everything that currently makes her build, her everything. And it's just like that shit go back to that Tory situation, because it's no doubt that I believe Klay cheated, right? And he admits it. He like, yeah, I was fucking around after she was. But here's the thing. What's the boy? Barty, whatever his name, the dude she was fucking with
before him,
prior to, before him. He said she cheated, right? He said she was out there like that, right? And he put her on blast like guy or girl. Now it's hard to say he's lying, like all the women rally behind Meg. Oh, niggas ain't shit, blah 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 blah. But and then the Tory Lane situation happens, which is we know that Tory was knocking her off. But she got messy, and the whole time Tory was fucking with the best friend. So we know that the fight was between her and the best friend. So we know the best friend shot her or shot at her.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so we know that when you look at Tory converting his sales into a currency investment, which would cannibalize the sales, but at the same time regenerate actual long-term wealth with how the process of cryptocurrency works. Like Rock Nation didn't want to do that. Now you got this at the time, Meg was in a perfect situation because she had a story, and we watched Rihanna go through it and become successful. And it's crazy because whenever the men go through it, they're demonized, but these women are capitalizing on the idea of this trauma bond with other women, right? We watching Cardi go through it right now with the Offset situation, right?
Yeah. It's like everybody going through it. It's like a domino effect right now.
Exactly. So I think that she's the fucking problem. I think that if we're being mature, Clay could have just walked away. But if we being real, I think he did what he did with no fucks. And then he mentioned something along the lines is like, now videos get to surfacing where she drunk as shit and Clay's just sitting there looking annoyed, like not all women can get drunk. Like sometimes you're not a fun drunk, you're drunk, like kind of fuck down, like you know what I'm saying. So but I think that she the problem. I think you slept with your best friend man and then sent him to jail.
Yo, listen. I just had this argument with somebody, and they tried to tell me I was the fucking demon for thinking that he was right for cheating on her. Not that I said that he was right. I said it was just due. You know what I'm saying? I said it was just due. If you found out somebody was cheating on you, are you gonna go cheat on them? Some people say yeah, some people say no, some people say they take the high road, some people say they take the low road. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you're gonna do that to me, I'm gonna do that to you. It's how people think. It's a way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? When I say people honestly invest too much in what others have,
don't know half of what's going on behind closed doors.
Nothing is perfect. That's absolutely right.
I agree.
That's 100% true. I agree with that. I do.
Well, see, you know what bothers me about it though? This is the age of listen, this is the year of the lame. So you know how the Chinese got the year of the rat and all that shit. This is the year of the lame. Like the lamer the situations are, the more high profile they are.
Right.
And so if you sit back and you really, really think about it, like I don't think there's no such thing as a high low road. If we're gonna be if this is how we plan, it's like you're not going if you threaten me, as a man, if you get in my face like, bro, I knock you the fuck out and I hit you.
Right.
You disrespected me already. So why do I have to gauge how I retaliate in disrespect? Like, I don't think there's a level of disrespect. I think once you cross that line, you cross the line. So whatever the retaliation is, it just is at this point. Right. You can't cheat and then want a nigga to kick out $700,000 a month on you with no kids and no nothing like, oh, he an NBA player, so you want to live his lifestyle. Like, yo, but you Megan Thee Stallion.
I was about to say, she always talk about she got a bag, she don't need no man, but shit, she got her own shit, but you turn around and do some shit like that.
Yo, because at the end, like I tell, from having industry experience and being in that shit for a little bit and all that, it ain't no different. Like they're like a trifling shorty and a thorough shorty gonna be trifling and thorough with or without money in any situation and any predicament. So she's still who she was gonna be. She just got a couple dollars and more cameras in her face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She got enough money to not only fans it, which is, I mean, at the same time, I don't think that's off the table right now. So I don't know. Do I think that he handled it wrong? I don't. I think he handled it how he saw fit, and
How he saw
what the
fit to
hell you
handle
do
it.
that?
Yeah. At the end of the day,
But yeah, that shit everywhere.
It's everywhere, man. Like, I'm surprised they're not talking about that shit on the 6 o'clock, the 10 o'clock news, the 11 o'clock news, B. Like, real shit. That shit is everywhere. And I don't understand why it's everywhere when shit like this happen every day. I understand it's a high profile couple. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's other shit that can happen. Hold on.
So let me ask you, let me ask you this.
Facts can't unlame
a lane. Hell no. So let me ask you this. So let me say it this way. Because you like a high profile couple, and I'm thinking like, let me ask you this. So she going through it. You said it happened every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everywhere because, first of all, it's never gonna make no sense to people like us because we're just not of this era.
Right.
This era is fucked up. Like
100%.
The thought process of this era is fucked up. Like, and the sad part about it is that's why I get on people in our age bracket, in our era, because it's like if you can't get to a bag right now, then you was never meant to get to a bag because the lamest, dumbest things is turning over money. And it's and it's being talked about because the industry is too wide open. The industry too wide open right now. So everybody, when the industry was a members only club,
right?
You ain't hear about certain stuff. Like you heard specs. Oh, Diana Ross, she was a cougar. She groomed Michael Jackson. She did this. Elizabeth Taylor.
It was always allegedly. It was always I heard. It was never factual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it was always folk tales and shit like that. Like
and that's what made him great. If to be honest, that's what made it barbershop talk. But now this shit ain't worth talking about because every detail that you could talk about is right there in the public eye. So now when you arguing well who's right, who's wrong, it's like the people watching it is wrong. Who gives a shit? Like when you know what I'm saying, if I see a man and a woman arguing, like I'm on my, especially in traffic, I'm not paying attention to that shit.
I'm keeping it pushing. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to what the fuck they saying and all that shit. I mean, you might glance and be like, oh, they in their bag or whatever, but you're gonna keep it pushing if you got shit to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then it's like it's crazy because it's the distraction. It's like it's so many, and then I'm thinking it's two ways to look at it. It's only the people whose agenda is to keep everybody else broke while they up. That's perpetuating that shit. Like, why the fuck is TMZ leaked Michael Jackson dying? TMZ leaked Prince dying. TMZ is known for getting information first. Why are they promoting Meg? And
I don't fuck with TMZ at all. I definitely don't fuck with the little white boy, the Jewish boy. I don't fuck with him at all, cuz it's like
the one that owns
every black man that goes through something, it's like he dead on their ass with it, cuz. Every black famous man that's about to have high prestige in the game, like Diddy, like motherfucking R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? He making documentaries about it. It's like he on their ass. He don't do that to no white man. He ain't do that to Harvey Weinstein. You ain't hear nothing about that shit. He do it to every black.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I could deal with him better than Vlad.
No, Vlad's a fucking snake. Vlad is a snake. He is 100%.
I could deal with him better than Vlad. But see, you know what? At the same time, man, they make it hard to not like them type of motherfuckers because it's these young bulls. That's just dumb as shit. It's like these young bulls want fame so bad.
They'll do anything.
They want fame so bad. That's why I'm mad at Oskino, man. That's why I'm mad at Oskino.
Why you mad at O?
Yo, cause he acting like a young boy, man. Like all the interviews and shit that he doing, and it's like nigga, 20 fucking years ago, I don't care what we went through 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many people that did not survive from then till now to be working.
Let me say this to you, Kevin, real quick. You got to understand, and I know you know this type of situation from being in the industry as well. When you ain't got no motion, Now, I'm not this type of nigga. I don't think you this type of nigga. But when you ain't got no motion and you see the door open and get some motion, you gonna jump right on it. He talking about everything that he can to get some fucking motion.
Right. But see, here's the thing. That means he ain't learned nothing from the first 15 minutes he got.
He didn't. He 100%.
You get what I'm saying? But it ain't just him. Joe Budden's just pulled some cornball shit, like hating on Wallo's sneaker deal. Like, oh yeah,
Button being his fucking bag, cause he be on some other shit.
Somebody came to me with a sneaker deal, and it's like, yo, man, like what bothers me is, first of all, what bothers me is meeting and knowing these guys, and being able to smell the vagina in the air when they walk in, and it's not because they just got finished.
Right.
But that's because they just got fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I hate that, because it's like, I love how Gil addressed that situation.
Right.
Right. Saying that slick shit, like, we ain't in competition with nobody, because when you survive certain shit, like, it ain't nothing. Like, I don't want to talk about the hood that I survived. Like, that's why they call me lame all day, but I turned the fucking Day Pop. Once I got my bag, I was gone, because I could die in this fucking hood. Like, represent a place where if a nigga growing up don't like me, or the nigga that's smiling and grinning my face, and I'm out of here, and it's like, going with the wind. Niggas ain't caring. If you gone, you gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, man, these motherfuckers, they 20 years ago, they stuck in that 20 years ago, and all of these niggas that are now radio hosts or podcasters and shit, and it's like, I don't want to hear nothing about what you did 20 years ago if you ain't bossed that situation 20 years ago.
Yeah. And if you drop the ball, how the fuck are you talking about what you could have did?
Yo, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When you dropped that fucking ball, you had the ball, you had the layup shot, 4th quarter, 20 seconds left, and you missed the fucking shot.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. So,
yeah,
I think I leave it to these young bulls. Like, I'm okay with it if an OG is giving out game and shit like that. I think that's where we are. That's the stage we are, man. Like, we supposed to be better than what we had. And it's digressing. It's like I had OGs that put me on game, and now that I'm where they were at that time, I'm supposed to be keeping that cycle going. And these young niggas is just gay, like just fucking fruit cups, man. I know the politically ain't politically correct, but fuck all that. Anybody got it is what it is, man.
It is what it
is.
Like
at some point in time, it's just like it's like I think what O is doing is just fucking weird to me, man. It's like it's disheartening, because it's like, yo, man, like a lot of people in the city respected the shit out of O.
Right.
And then I hear more people like, yeah, that shit lame and all that. And it's like, yo, yeah, you was in this fight and we was there and all this. It's like, so like
he do a lot of petty gossip and bitch shit, man. He do a lot of bitch shit, dog. It's just like, for what?
It's feminist shit.
Yeah.
It's feminist shit, bro. And it's like, yo, man, I got in trouble. I lost probably 2,000 followers because I said some shit like that. I was like, yo, man, I support women becoming lesbians. I support it, man. I support it, man, because it's already more women than men in the world, and now these women can't even find the men that was once men. It's like, yo, like, you either got to be in a poly relationship or you just gotta find you a good woman. And a good woman is, go ahead. I encourage it. If ladies, go out there and find you a good woman.
Yo, all right,
that's real.
And on that note, we gonna end this shit right here, cause we gonna end this shit right here, cause my battery about to die too. Hey, Cash, as usual, I appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate you for repping for me, man. You know what I'm saying? And let the people know where they can get at you at. You know what I'm saying? And what you got going on before we get out of here.
If you want to be on any of my rants where I'm just talking the truth and pissing a lot of people off, you can find me at church number 4 DA Wicked at Instagram.com, or you can find me on Pendigo at Cousin Cash. And also, you can also find me on Tunnel Vision. So all that's in the links in the bio. Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. That's where we at. I'm your man, Bad News, Mr. 1985 Uptown's finest. Thank you for joining another episode of Disciples of the Boom Bap. Shout out to my man Harrix. Hey Harrix, I hope you feel better. We're gonna be back here next week, same time, same station. Like, share, subscribe, follow, and we out this bitch. Cause we out. We get it y'all in the AM. One. All right.